I am the Caddo Parish lead for Louisiana Deserves Better. As soon as I saw that the petition had been filed, I knew, I was like, I got to get in touch with them because number one, I want to sign. Number two, I run my own business, so I get to choose my own schedule, which means that I can be in a position to help volunteer for things that I'm passionate about. And getting Jeff Landry and Liz Murrill out of here is definitely a passion of mine. So we're rounding them up.
I'm a Jeff Landry hater. I go to bed hating Jeff Landry. I have dreams about getting Jeff Landry out of office, and I wake up hating Jeff Landry. It's a full-time job.
I said it was about time people in Louisiana woke up and found out that our elected officials that we elect, we the people elect and send to office, they have forgotten the people they are supposed to be helping.
The history of Black people here in this country has been very challenging throughout time. But to get to a certain point where civil rights, when my parents were alive, working and doing things in that nature and fighting to get us to where we are, and to see that the world is trying to transform and take it back to where it used to be. We need to be moving forward together, and we're not doing that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here, to educate, engage, and to vote.
The latest decision about the Voting Rights Act. Even before the ink was dried, Governor Landry began to even try to dismantle this election and to stop it from happening. I just think that there have been several things that this administration has done that is outside the scope of the governor, and so that's why I'm here today.
I don't think that they're representing all of Louisianians. So I felt like it was my duty to come up here and sign the petition.
Jeff Landry targeted my clinic that I used to work at during COVID, whenever we were helping a lot of people access reproductive health care. And so I have a very personal reason for doing so, in addition to all the ways that he has failed our state.
Right now, probably very topical, the redistricting. I think it's a blatant step to disenfranchise minority voters, and they know that it is, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's blatant, like racism, and they're trying to disenfranchise people that deserve to have their voice heard, and that's what this petition is all about, trying to put the power back in the hands of the people.
I think it's important for people to feel like they're being heard, that their grievances that they have with their elected officials trying to suppress voters, trying to carve up districts so that we don't have a majority Black population district in Louisiana. Everything that Liz Murrill is doing to restrict abortion access in Louisiana, people want to feel heard about the issues and the causes that they care about. So coming out to sign a petition, number one, going out to vote for sure, but having the power to say, I don't want you to be in this job anymore because you're not doing the job that we need you to do. I think people really feel heard, they feel seen. So just getting the signatures, just signing the petition is the first step. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get enough signatures, and then it will be up to us as voters, not only to get out for the midterms this year, but to get to the recall election as well.
I think that Jeff Landry has completely disregarded the people of Louisiana. It's clear who he's fighting for, and I'll tell you, it's not any single person that lives in this state.
They're taking health care, they're taking food out of the mouths of our kids, so they say we can't afford daycare. The gas is double what it should be, and we need to do something to wake up our legislators and our representatives to let them know that they've forgotten who put them in office, and it's not the one in Washington. It's the people in Louisiana that sent them to either Baton Rouge or Washington to do the work for us, the people.
Last year, Jeff Landry, he tried to push a constitutional amendment, and when it didn't go his way, he basically threw a fit. And he said that it's hard to make positive change in a state that is conditioned for failure, or something along those lines. Ever since then, he's been more on my radar ever since then.
For someone that don't understand this movement, get on social media platforms and just look up, the times of civil rights, the movement, what's going on now with the governor and what's going on with the president, what's going on with the people in general losing their rights, losing their health care. It's all around you. And if you say that you are not aware of certain things, I get that. But to me, you just have to take just a step. Ask.
I would say, well, number one, at the gas pumps right now, because of the war in Iran, it's noticeable. And also at the grocery store, definitely, most definitely. And but the third thing is that it's not how it affects me as much as it does my neighbors, the people that I know who are black and brown, and who are being discriminated against. Their representation is being stolen from them, basically.
I heard about this event on social media and then reached out directly to one of the organizers to make sure that, because there is a lot of disinformation being spread by opposition. I don't know if that's officially known, but I like to check my sources, and so double checked. And then, of course, it's on my birthday. So what better way to celebrate my birthday than to vote to get rid of this governor who is not doing great things.
You need to stop making your misery and lack of talent everyone else's problem. We don't respect you. Louisiana will always shine brighter than anywhere else in the world, regardless of the leeches like you, because this place is so abundant. It's only that this place is so abundant that we have even tolerated you for the time that we have.
He's holding the state employees hostage while he tries to get his agenda across, threatening to not give them raises. And I think that's disgraceful. I think we deserve better leadership in the state, because the people of Louisiana are hardworking, professional, amazing people, and they deserve a better governor, certainly much, much better than Jeff Landry could ever hope to be.
The change I hope to see is that they can cancel or rescind the disaster decision that the Supreme Court made, suppressing our minorities' votes, because we as minorities, I feel that our votes are being suppressed. We are better together, and with one person or just one group making all the decisions. As I tell the people that I work with, we're either at the table or we're on the menu, and we would like to be at the table, helping make decisions.
I would want to see an end to corruption, an end to wasting money, and honestly, from what I've heard, straight up stealing money.
As a retired school teacher, I would love for us to see increases in our school system as far as how well we do. I think as a whole, we're pretty much at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to national statistics, and I would love to see that increase. I think there's going to have to be more investment in our public schools, and also more freedom for our teachers, because when I was just leaving education, it was getting harder and harder to teach, because it was basically trying to get kids to pass a test. And I would love to see us have some differences there. I would also love to see Louisiana become a lot more progressive, because in the South, we are at this point, right, we're going backward. We're taking giant strides backward. And so I would love for us to stand up to this administration and to say, no, we're not going to allow that to happen. We're not going back decades.
Well, we're such a diverse state. I would like to see more diversity and not such a hard line political atmosphere that we have right now. I think that it's almost unfair, but that's what I would hope for, is a more uniform and diverse atmosphere for politically and for all of Louisianians.
I would like to see our leadership reflect our people, which are working class, which want people to have access to food and health care. I want our leadership to take care of our natural world, because you can't replace the coastline. We can slowly contribute to it. And there are organizations that are working on the infrastructure to support our coastline, but we will not have a Louisiana if this current administration continues. And we can actually save New Orleans. We should not give up on our black cities.
Some of us tolerate this because we think we have to. For those who think we have to tolerate abuse, we don't. And if you knew you had a choice, you wouldn't.
But I haven't lost hope, because the groups that I work with, we're out there trying to make people aware of what's going on. And I feel we need more advertisement, letting people know how voting affects their lives, and that my vote doesn't count thing. They need to put that aside and realize every vote counts. We all want the same thing. Safe neighborhoods, good schools for our kids, reasonable food that we can afford, and we want good jobs, union jobs at that. So
I've lived here my whole life, and it seems like the website is the most accurate thing. Louisiana deserves better, and we need to elect better people and remove those that have proven they can't be better. And I would really like to show Jeff Landry what conditioned to fail means when we throw him out of office.
There was a time when I would look at my parents and feel frustrated, not understanding what's going on in the world. But right now is the time for the young people to move, because this is a technological world, and with everything that's going on right now, it's available to them in every way. But they have to, again, get engaged. They have to make sure that their voices are heard. And sometimes if our generation is not listening to you, get common ground. When I feel like people are not able to understand what I'm saying or communicating to them, I ask them, what can I say to be able to get you to understand what I'm trying to communicate? If you are wanting to be heard, you have to say something, do something, and again, move with action and vote.
I have spoken to many people, that I meet on the street, and I'll ask them, are you registered to vote? And a lot of them, fortunately, are, but a lot of them have not. They might not know how to or where to. And so I think this is something that we should see a lot more emphasis on in education.
It's important for us to have our voice heard, even after the vote. If you're not getting representation, then it's important that you speak up.
The more we can be active, the more we can be in their face, in their space, and make them listen, because no one willingly hands over power. No one willingly in a position where they don't have to acknowledge your humanity will do that. You have to make them. People need to engage, not only pay attention to, but actively engage with this moment, because as the South goes, so goes the nation. And that's on W. Du Bois. And Louisiana specifically, as a battleground state for our human rights, if we can turn the tide and show that we can show up for each other, and then put in place people that represent and have our humanity on the front line, on top of mind to support us, then that can have impact across this entire country. And if this country is a global leader, then shouldn't it actually lead in taking care of its people?
It will not stop at whatever horrors we have currently. If we let this continue, people think it's okay, and they'll keep doing it. He doesn't care about anything except putting a mini crown on his head. So how could he respect us, our way of life, or our life at all? He needs to go.
I think the time is now for the people of Louisiana, and just the U.S. in general, for the people who are realizing that their rights are being taken away from them on a federal level, on a state level. It's time to get up and get in action, go volunteer, go do good in your community, and we can take the power back. I think it's definitely possible in America and Louisiana, because I think There, 99% of people that live in this country, that live in the state, are great people, good, hardworking people that deserve a better way of life.
If you read the Declaration of Independence, what our forefathers put in that, we are going through it right now. This is the first president that I've known during my lifetime. His main goal is to take things away from the citizens that put him in office. He wants to build gold ballrooms. He wants to build towers to himself. He wants to put his name on money. He wants to put his name on the passports. Can he govern and run the country? That's what I'm wanting. A president that thinks of the future and the people.
I just want to urge everybody to come out, and if you're disgruntled and you don't feel like you're being treated fairly and what's going on is not right, that you come to sign the petition and to be heard. And just voting is not enough sometimes. This is our opportunity to be heard again and in the right way, you know.
Using your voice and showing up just as you are, not having to get everything right, not having to feel like you have all the answers. We need to start with questions and create adaptive answers that will protect us in times of change and disruption. So what happens in the South has global impact. We are not only part of the South here in the US, we are part of the global South. And so this is a moment not only of reckoning within our state, but it is a reflection of what's possible globally. The more we deepen in community, the more we support each other, the more we show up without all the answers, but show up with humility and action and curiosity, the more we can have a ripple impact on how the world is preserved.
I am the Caddo Parish lead, which means that I'm helping to coordinate volunteers and locations and leads in Caddo Parish. No matter where you are in the state of Louisiana, there is going to be a signing location that you can go to. They can sign up to volunteer. They can look for locations to go sign the recall petitions, all at louisianadeservesbetter.com. We have 180 days from the filing of the petition. So for Jeff Landry, that's going to be at the end of October. Liz Murrell is going to be about in a week and a half after that. So they're just about the same time frame that we have for both. So any location that you're going to from now on is more than likely going to have recall petitions for both the Attorney General Liz Murrell and Governor Jeff Landry. Please make sure that you bring a photo ID. So that could be your LA Wallet app, that could be your driver's license or other state issued ID. A lot of folks are bringing their military ID. That works as well. We also need to make sure that you're an active registered voter, because that is what they're going to be checking. The registrars of voters are going to be making sure that everybody who signed is an active registered voter and that they signed the same way that they filled out their voter registration card. So bring your voter registration card, or you can look it up on the Go Vote portal, which is at GEAUXvote.com. If folks in Caddo Parish want to host a signing location, if they have a business or a building that we can use, please get in contact with me directly. You can email me. I have an email at reagan@louisianadeservesbetter.com. So they can email me directly, and we will make sure that your location has volunteers who are trained, has enough supplies so that we can collect signatures, so they can contact me directly. If we had everybody signed up to volunteer, this thing would go much faster, but we understand that a lot of folks, can't volunteer because maybe they're a government employee and those policies restrict them from volunteering for this type of action, political action. So that's fine. You can come sign, but you might not be able to volunteer. But if people want to volunteer, they can go to louisianadeservesbetter.com and fill out that volunteer form. We would love to have you. We will get you trained so that you know exactly how to fill out these forms, how to talk to people when they come up to you. It is super, super simple, and everybody that's come through the line has been extremely kind, very supportive, nothing but good vibes. So we appreciate everybody's patience and making the time to come out and sign. Everything in our lives is affected by public policy, whether it is the streets that we drive on, it's where you can build a house and what type of house you can build. It is the food that gets served on your plate when you go to a restaurant. Everything in our lives is affected by public policy. If we are not being involved in the electoral process and making sure the people representing us have our best interests at heart, they are going to pass policy and legislation that is actively harming us. So It is very important to make sure that you are registered to vote, that you get out the vote, you stay informed about the topics, the people that are in office, what they're trying to pass. And I find that a lot of them do want to hear from us. They do want to hear from the community to see what issues people really care about so that they can push legislation and policy to get us, the voters, what we need. If people are nervous about coming out, they're not sure what to expect, you can expect that our volunteers are going to know how to help you fill out this form. They will be able to answer questions, but it is truly up to the voters to decide, do you think that these elected officials are doing a good job, or do you think we deserve a shot at bringing somebody else in who actually has our best interests at heart? If you are nervous about coming to a certain location, like right now we're outside of a bar, but we are outside because people are bringing their kids to be a part of the process to make history. So we're making sure, no matter what age you are, if you are a registered voter, that you can come out and sign. So if you're nervous about a particular location, find a different location. There's going to be multiple, and you can check the website, louisianadeservesbetter.com, to find the location nearest to you.
But like I was saying, the young lady that's here, she's volunteering her time. We got to get more videographers, more influencers, and more people like her. Again, she's a Caucasian young lady. She could just say, you know what, it's not going to affect me because I am a white woman, and that it will not harm me in any way. But she knows that anything that affects anyone is going to have a trickulation and it's going to go down and affect everyone. So we gotta unite, we gotta join together, and we have to fight. And I thank her so much for coming today to fight with us.
What would you want to say directly to Governor Landry?
Oh, I would have to take some very deep breaths and regulate. I would tell Governor Landry to use his position to help his people, to save our coastlines. Use your powers for good. I would tell Governor Landry to honor my humanity by making sure that the people that I love have resources to live healthy, robust, and beautiful lives, instead of trying to kill us. Celebrate each other and celebrate this beautiful culture that brings in tourism dollars, right? A rising tide lifts all ships.
It's time to stand up. It's time to find your voice. It is not hopeless. It is not hopeless. This is not the first. I'm 68 years old, and so I've seen this happening my entire life. I grew up in this, but I've seen the strides, and particularly as a gay man, I've seen the strides. I've seen things that I never thought would happen in my lifetime. And so to the young people, and I'm noticing the people, so many people out here today, and so many, particularly the volunteers, are younger people. And I've seen some older people, and I'm glad to see that. But the younger people, if you want change, you've got to stand up for yourself.
Ignorance is not bliss. It's just ignorant. So definitely get out and do your vote.
Period. And that's all I gotta say about that. Also to spite him, because I don't think he believes that the people of Louisiana will show up, and I know we will.